Hey everyone, it's Jackie. Today I want to share with you a comparison between two different pen holders for the Eclips machine. One of them is the one by Sizzix, and it comes in this little metal tin, so you can store everything in there. And this, I'll show you how you put it together. And then the other one is this one by Cri-Kit, and that's what it looks like. And you have to use special pens from them in order to use their holder because it's magnetic, and hold on, I gotta take the cap off. It goes up in there and it holds it on magnetically. Whereas with the Eclips pen holder, it comes with different sized collets that you use to adjust for the size of the pen. So they give you comes with this one installed in it, and then they give you a really small one, and then they give you, it's labeled 8, 10, and 12 for bigger pens. And for the pen I'm using, I actually had to use the smallest one to get it to fit, and that's just, you know, like a normal size gel pen, I would say. Okay, so just to give you like a heads up, in case you don't want to watch the whole video, if you just want to know right off the bat, you might want to still watch it anyways, because I only have done this on a textured, like a linen textured cardstock. So, you know, that could have been the reason I got the results I did. Could have not been. Also, this pen that I'm using, that I used on the Sizzix pen holder, is like a 3 or 4-year-old pen, and it still came out pretty decent. So, anyways, what I did, this, let me see if I can, I'm just going to pick it up. Okay, so this is my result from the Cri-Kits. I don't know what went wrong. I used their pens that came with it. I did the settings they told me to. I have a brand new Eclips, so I don't know what happened here. I don't know if it's because it's the pattern paper or what, but they said to use a pressure of 1 and a speed of 4, and that's exactly what I did. I wrote to them about it, and I said, you know, can you give me some tips? I'm not very happy with this. I don't know what's going on. I explained to them what I did, and they told me to update my firmware, and that they've never had complaints about it, and I told them that I don't need to update my firmware. I did mention to them I was using textured cardstock, and they didn't say anything about that, like, oh, you know, don't use it on that or anything. So I don't really know what's going on here and why that happened. I did these ones using my eCal software, so I'm going to try this time, because I found out that the starter cartridge that came with it actually has a Happy Mother's Day phrase on it. So that's actually what I just did right here, using my 3 to 4-year-old pen and using the Sizzix one. And for being a super old pen, I think that's the only reason I might have had some issues there. I also have not read what Sizzix recommends for the speed and pressure, so I just went off of what I knew from Cri-Kits, which was the 4 and the 1. Also, to be fair, but that came out pretty good, actually. I'm way happier with it than what happened over here with all these lines. So anyways, I'm going to show you on camera with the non-pattern paper. So, or sorry, not pattern, textured. And I'm just going to use a cardstock that comes in a bulk pack at Walmart. I can't remember what weight it is, but it's just white office type cardstock. It works just fine. So I'm just going to put that on my mat here. And the first one I'm going to do is the Cri-Kits one. So this is how that one works. I'm giving it one last try. So you take their pen and you just put it right up in there, and the magnet holds it. Or, okay, maybe I didn't have it up in there all the way. Alright, well, maybe it's not a super strong magnet, but it'll hold it. So, alright, and then you're just supposed to be able to, let me zoom in here. Okay, so you're just supposed to be able to put that right in there and tighten it. So I'm going to tighten it all the way. It's nice and tight, okay. And I'm going to load that in there. Alright, and then I'll show you on here. Kind of hard to see just because the way, this is very clear by the way, it's just like a weird, I don't know, it's like you can use it in the dark if you wanted to, so it's kind of a cool screen, but, so I guess you can't really see that. There you go. Okay, so speed 4, pressure 1, and that's what we're making. I'm doing the 3.5 inch height. So I'm going to go ahead and push the cut button. See, that would be beautiful if I didn't have those lines on it. I don't know if maybe the magnet is like screwed up in mine or what, but that came out a heck of a lot better as far as consistency goes than on the textured. Let me grab that to show you what I mean. So here is the textured, and it was just not consistent at all. I just grabbed a different one of the pens out of the pack, and that looks good besides all those lines. I don't know what is going on there. So there's that one. Now let's do the other one. Which is the Sizzix one. So the Sizzix one does require a little bit more work as far as like, you know, setting it up or whatever, but it's awesome because you can use different size pens. You're not limited to those pens like on that Cri-Kit one. So I'll show you what I mean. So basically you take, there it is, okay. So you take the collet, and I just put it on the tip like that, and then you take this piece and you slide it in there, and then you're going to have between 1/16 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch popping up there. That's how you know if you have the right size collet in there. And then you need to make sure it's centered, and you want to make sure it's not, you know, wiggling around a lot. So I like how that feels. It looks good to me. So then you just slide the top on and tighten it. There we go, nice and tight. And then you put it in the machine and tighten that. So we should be good there. Right. Oops. Well, I just want to check that because I felt it move. Okay, we're still good. I accidentally hit it with this plastic piece. Okay. I just realized I didn't have that out, but it's okay. Alright, so same thing, same pressure, same speed. See there, and then cut. There's some parts missing, but I'm willing to bet it's because my pen is so old. Looking at this, it is a little kind of like squirrely looking, I guess you could say. Whereas on there, it looks a lot more smooth. So maybe I didn't have it in there the way it was supposed to be, because that's kind of squirrely. See what I mean? And then, like, if you look at the M on that one, it's a lot more clean. So, I don't know, the verdict is still out for me as far as which one I like. If I can play around with it a little bit more, I think I might like them both. Because if I can just get this one and not have those lines, I'll really like it. And then, of course, I like this one because I can use my stuff. I'm not limited to buying their pens, which they have like different packs. Like they have pastel and then they have metallics, and I don't know, they had a couple other packs. But anyways, so I just thought I'd show you my little comparison on those. Pattern paper, or I keep saying pattern, I mean textured. So kind of looks the same as far as that one goes on either pen cutout, but and then this one, well, it's a different font and everything, but so anyways, I just wanted to share that with you in case you're, you know, on the fence of which, you know, what one you want to get. Even though my results are kind of inconclusive, and this is my first time using the Sizzix Pen Holder, and I've only used the other one a couple times, I figured I'd share it with you anyways. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.